Hello everyone. So it is like almost 12:30 Saturday. I am reviewing some lecture notes. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. About to finish my tea and I'm very tired. Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Hailey. I am an oceanography PhD student, first year PhD student. I'm taking a physical oceanography class and a chemical oceanography class, as well as like seminar and research, and I'm teaching. I'm feeling very low energy today, and I'm feeling very like achy today body-wise, which isn't great because it does not feel good, but I'm just trying to power through. I have a physics quiz on Tuesday, so that's kind of why I'm reviewing a bunch of stuff. And I just kind of fell behind in reviewing lectures, so I'm like six lectures behind in reviewing, so that's great. But I've been having a pretty slow day. It rained, like poured throughout the night, so I woke up like a few times throughout the night, which I think might be why I'm really tired. And then like I just had a slow morning. I went grocery shopping, and then now I'm back here to do some review. And at 5, I then need to get ready because I have a birthday party. Tomorrow is my birthday. I'll be 25. 25, guys. And so we're doing dinner, and then we're coming back here tonight and just hanging out. So I'm really excited for that. And then, yeah, so that'll be tonight. And I don't know how late that'll go. Not too late, like, no. I'll probably be like, everybody leave at 9. And then, yeah, tomorrow's my birthday. I did not want to do anything tomorrow. My plan was to do absolutely nothing. However, I am behind in chemistry as well, so I do need to review for that. Or, I mean, not even behind. It's just like, I am on, like, I'm not even behind in that class. There's just so much to do. And I am a little behind because I forgot that I had essays in my classes. And they're due in like 2.5 weeks, and I have not started them at all. Yeah, so we're kind of going through it today. That's kind of why I'm just in like a mood. So hopefully it'll feel a bit better later. But I'm just having also a hard time like concentrating and stuff. And I just feel like I have been very productive lately, like the past couple days. I don't know. I think things are starting to catch up with me. I just have so much to do and not enough time to do it. Part of the thing that like is taking me so long is rewriting my notes, but I don't know how else to study because it's an open note exam and everything. So like, you know, I'm not sure what to do. I am very tired. I'm like tempted to take a nap and maybe just review tomorrow too. I didn't want to do anything tomorrow, but I think that just might have to be the case. Maybe today is just my off day instead of tomorrow. And then I have a pretty busy week next week. Again, just going to be a lot of essay writing, grading. We have a seminar on Monday, and my lab is hosting the speaker, so I basically have like my day booked because of that, so I can't do any grading or anything because normally I'll grade on Mondays because I have 2 classes that I teach then. Can't do that, which is fine because I'm excited to like speak with the seminar speaker. It's just kind of like throwing off the rest of the week of like my plans and everything. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just really tired, honestly. I think I might take a nap. I'm just having a low energy week. I think I just kind of overdid it last week, and so now like my body is like no. So yeah, but anyway, I think I am gonna take a nap. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
One, two, three.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hailey. Happy birthday to you.
Sunday now. It is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I am 25, which is kind of weird to think about. But I got my birthday drink. And then my roommate and her husband got me this really cute mug tumbler thing because I actually broke one that I had. So they got me this one, which was really sweet. I have a lot of birthday presents up on my dresser right now. Yeah, last night was just really nice. I have like a love-hate relationship with like my birthday and like birthday parties, so like last night was just really great and everyone seemed to have a good time, and we were up until like 11:30, which is late for me. Anyway, so now I'm actually gonna do some work. I wasn't gonna do any work on my birthday, but I do need to study, and tomorrow I am going to another birthday dinner with a friend who couldn't make it. And then like tomorrow I just have no time to do anything. I'm completely swamped because I teach, and then I host a seminar speaker. I have a lab meeting, or like a one-on-one meeting with my PI, then I teach again, and then I have the seminar, and then I have the dinner. And so on Tuesday I have a physics quiz, so I do need to do some studying. And I really also need to do some essay planning. So we'll see if I can like try and finish stuff up by the afternoon. It's currently almost 10. So no, I will not be able to finish stuff by the afternoon. We'll play it by ear. Alright, hello everyone. So I have been working a little bit, and then my mom just sent me $25 for my birthday, so I went to Marshall's. My plan was to get like a little black purse because I know those are very popular and I feel like they're pretty handy to have. And I'm going as a ladybug for Halloween, so I thought it'd be cute to use a little black purse, and then that way I don't have to lug around a big purse. However, I realized that I don't really like little black purses. So instead I bought this cardigan and it's really cute and like long, and it's so soft and I love it, and it's just this like oatmeal color, and I've been wanting to make a cardigan like this, but I just don't have the energy to make a cardigan right now. I want it now, and so I value slow fashion, but there's a point where I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna buy one. And not gonna lie, this is the third cardigan I've bought in like 2 weeks, which was unintentional. I don't normally buy clothes very often just because they're expensive and like I have no need for clothes. Somehow this week I've just bought 3. The first one was like a big gray one, like a big chunky gray one that I found at Walmart for 20 bucks, and I love it. And then I actually, this morning, I bought all my ladybug stuff, and I bought like a black cardigan because I actually don't own a black cardigan. And I was okay buying that because I knew that I would keep using it, you know? It wouldn't just be for that costume. So I was okay buying that, and I bought it kind of a bit more fitted. And then I saw this cardigan in Marshall's today. So yeah, that was definitely an impulse buy, but I don't regret it because I really liked that. I'm gonna put on an actual shirt. I have on my sports bra. But yeah, very happy about that, and so I'm gonna keep studying. I might tidy up my room a bit. I haven't really made my bed, or maybe I won't, who knows. Yeah, so I still need to do some work, quite a bit of work. I did manage to get through a lecture though for physics, so now I'm gonna see if I can get through maybe like 2 more today, and then kind of call it quits. And then I think I'm just gonna have a late night tomorrow with going out to eat again. I did not think this through, but it is what it is. Good morning, everyone. So it is like 6:50 in the morning. I am cold, so I've pulled out the heating pad. I should be walking to the bus stop right now. However, I kind of wanted to stay home this morning and study for my physics quiz today. So I'm gonna get to work. I'm so tired. Hello. So I have gotten through almost all the material for physics. I'm like halfway through my little like folder that I've been making. I just have 2 more lectures to review and one of them is quite long, so I don't know how this is gonna go. But it is about 9:30, I think. Yeah, 9:30. And I think I'm actually gonna head to school just so that I can be there, but I may still not go to my chemistry lecture. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna get ready and head out. I also forgot that today is pumpkin painting, so I'll be painting pumpkins later tonight, so that'll be really fun. So I'm gonna kind of pack up all of my stuff and head out. Alright, good morning everyone. So it is Friday. I'm spending a few hours at home before I need to go to my lab meeting. I need to charge this computer. So it is actually Halloween today. And I'm a little annoyed because, I mean, it's all my own doing, but I wanted to be a ladybug this year and I was actually going to go to a Halloween party for the first time ever. I was going to go to 2 for the first time ever. I've never been invited to a Halloween party, so I was very excited. And then everything came in for my costume except the wings. How am I supposed to be a ladybug without wings? So one thing I could do is just go to Spirit, what is it called? Spirit Halloween, Halloween whatever, Spirit Halloween? I can't even remember. But I could just go there and buy wings, but honestly, I'm kind of tempted just to stay in. Grad school is very social. I think my social battery is running really low. I've been at school a bit more than normal this week, having to stay late because of certain stuff. I was at school until 8 p.m. from 7:30 to actually 9 on Wednesday, working until 8, and then as we were leaving, me and one of the girls in the office found a performance wrestling thing. I'll put some clips in here. But yeah, we walked out. It's for this thing called like Lore Fest, and so we walked out and found it. But anyway, so we stayed like an hour just watching that because we were like, what is going on? Very entertaining. But anyway, so I've stayed at school a lot longer than I normally would, and so I'm just like feeling it. And so last night I didn't even do any work, which was probably not the best idea, but I think I just really needed to not do anything. So I woke up this morning feeling a lot better, so I just finished up grading some labs, so those are all set to be ready to be released, but I'm just waiting on like one student who's doing a makeup, and then I'll release the grades once I've graded theirs. So now I have about like 2 hours till I need to get ready to go to school. I do have 2 meetings today, so I do need to go in for those. I have a chemistry and a physics essay that I completely forgot about, and so I really need to get started on that, and so I'm hoping I can plan out my chemistry essay tonight. That's kind of the plan, and then hopefully I can start writing it because it's due in like a week and a half. I never leave stuff till the last minute like this, but genuinely I forgot. I've been having a bit of a hard time with like my planner, if that makes sense. This is my planner, but I just have not been using it, and it sucks because I was really excited for like a ring binder, and like I accidentally scratched the back. Yeah, I was really excited for a ring binder, but I just haven't been using it, and I even don't think I'd be using a planner even if I had a different physical planner. I've been using Google Calendar a lot just because it's easier to move tasks around, so I just haven't really been using a physical planner. But I'm thinking maybe I kind of just want to get something smaller, I think, which really sucks because I spent a lot of money and time setting this up, but genuinely I just haven't been using it. So I'm trying to think of like how else I could use this, and kind of my thinking is maybe as like a dissertation binder, just to like have like physical stuff, you know? So we'll see. Obviously it'll be on the computer, but yeah, anyway, that's thinking like way far ahead. But I'm thinking of getting like almost like a traveler's notebook kind of thing, because that just feels small enough, simple enough. I'm gonna return all my Halloween stuff, so maybe I will use that money to buy like a traveler's notebook dupe or something. So yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna get into physics. Yay. Trying to like remember how to do all this stuff. I'm reading the first question. My physics notebook is coming along quite nicely, so yay, cute. And yeah, so I'm going to get into working, and I'll see you guys later tonight, I think. Okay, bye. All right, hello everyone, good morning. It is Saturday, it's about 9:45 in the morning. I've been working for a little bit. I am trying to outline my chemistry essay that I forgot about. It's due in like a week and a half, not like officially, just like to the peer that will be reviewing my paper, so that way they can spend a week doing comments. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like perfect, but like it needs to be like done. Actually, it does need to be done. I already have my topic picked out, but then my professor was like, your topic's too broad, and I was like, okay. So I've narrowed it down a bit more. So I'm going to be talking about like the chemistry of the Mississippi and kind of how it impacts the chemistry of the Gulf, which is like a pretty broad topic. So I'm going to kind of narrow it down to maybe like a big impactor of like the Gulf, like in terms of chemistry. So probably like nitrogen and like phosphorus, I think is what I'll talk about, because then that leads to like harmful algal blooms. And I'd like to include phytoplankton in there if I can. And I feel like that's kind of the easiest way to do it. So I think maybe I'll do that. But the thing is that I don't know if we can't all write on the same topic. So I'm worried that someone else is already going to write it or is already writing about algal blooms. And I just don't know because, you know, I've like pivoted slightly. the plan for today is essentially spend a lot of time on this essay. The thing is I also have chemistry homework that I need to work on that's due on Thursday, and I don't know when I'm going to do that either, because I don't think I'm going to have, or like be in a good spot with this outline today in order to work on my chemistry homework. This is like my own doing. I like just genuinely forgot about this paper until the last, like I would have completely forgotten about it unless the professor had not mentioned it. Like, her mentioning it made me go, oh yeah, we have a paper in this class. I could have saved myself so much trouble, but I just completely forgot about it, which I think is in part a fault of my planner. I think I've mentioned it. I haven't really been using it. I love how cute it is, but like, I don't know, I'm just not really vibing with it, and so I'm thinking of buying a traveler's notebook and kind of trying that out, because it'll be a bit smaller, and genuinely, I don't have like a lot of task. I mean, I have tasks, right? Like, I have a lot to do, but like, I only pick a couple things to do each day, so then I just don't need as much space anymore, if that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna get back to work. Alright, hello everyone. So, I'm so tired. I had a very long day and kind of a really bad day. I did not get like any work done really. Research wise, I'm trying to like compile like a bunch of like methods and stuff for something that me and my PI want to try and do. And I just haven't really compiled much, and yesterday I was supposed to be really productive because it was kind of my one day where I didn't have a lot to do and I just wasn't productive. And so today, this morning, was going to be me being productive, and I ended up being pulled into like a lot of stuff, but a lot of like good stuff. Like, I got to watch a PhD defense for the first time. Yeah. And then I had classes, and I also had a TA meeting, so I learned the lab and everything that I'll be teaching next week, which is how we do it. And I just got really overwhelmed because, sorry, I'm trying not to burp right now. I have soda over here, if you can't tell. They're doing like a sedimentation lab. I was so confused about, if I'm being completely honest. I'm feeling a lot better now about everything, now that I've like talked to people who've TA'd before, and kind of heard their thoughts about this lab in particular, so I feel a lot better now about that. But like at the time I was like spiraling, like, oh my god, how am I supposed to teach this next week? But I think I'm a bit okay now. Yeah, I just had, I don't know, kind of a rough day mentally, which means my period's probably gonna start soon. I also really need to work on the chemistry essay because it's due, I think we managed to get the due date due like next week. We got an extension, but I really need to like get it done like today and like Saturday, specifically. Like I need to get like a majority of this essay done.